never see Kane in solo queue, and if it was a very squishy lineup, we never see it in competitive play in Korea, I should say. If it was a very squishy lineup, we would have considered it, but this is another way to go against Zoe. Just get ultra tanky and tank up the Trouble Bubbles and Battle Stars, which is what Kura is going to be looking to do. He was another one of our resident Gallios, and it's also a Galio Kazik special, so the sort of thing that will invade very aggressively. Afrika in their second round of picks here round out their draft very well. Suddenly, you have balanced engage, you have the ability to invade, and have the first rotation of the Galio.
Okay.
And it's going to be Jungle Jacks, so tank Jungle Jacks from Haru. Haru, just like Malrang, is an inventive player. You can pull off very inventive ganks, but I feel like you have to get the snowball rolling, at least in terms of pressure, like Afrika were in the previous game. But Afrika Freaks and KSV are polar opposites in that way. KSV suddenly do feel like they have to fight fire with fire, and that's against Galio. That's against a lot of tools by the Afrika Freaks. KSV and Afrika, this is going to be a really exciting one because there's a lot going on here, and just farming to the late game isn't necessarily going to be the best way forward for KSV.
Yeah, plenty of tankiness, plenty of people that can sit in front of the other members of the Afrika Freaks and just tank up those Battlestar shots with a little worry. Galio and Alistar both are going to be having to soak those up if Crown gets deadly, gets ahead in the early stages here of game number 2. KSV already lost their first game of the season so far. They don't want to lose their first match. They want to tie this up and go to game 3.
Really like a lot of what Afrika Freaks have done in the draft, though. So when it comes to draft, just showing once again the Galio priority is back in Korea. It was confirmed in the interview with Lava saying, well, I was just playing what people were playing in scrims. I went early in the week. I got to show it. Clearly is going to be a big favorite. Always been a good friend of the Kazakhs as a duo. Haru will want to scrap, but the Galio and the Gangplank can back him up really well. There's no guarantees that KSV will be able to force a game 3.
Well, looks like we might have plenty of scrappiness on our hands with the GP, the Kazakhs, the Ferris, the Jacks. I'm looking for an all-out brawl, Papa Smithy. Let's see if they can deliver on that as we load in.
Most exciting was the Proto-Belt Leandri's Void Staff that we saw from Lava on his Galio earlier in the week.
Quite inventive.
Kind of look at every item as Galio now and see it as somewhat viable, given that since last year to this year, a lot of the power was jacked onto ratios. Bot lane.
Down. Yeah, there's going to be ultimate coming through.
Ruler's probably dead
Kane,
here.
and Ruler is in a really bad spot. Pops the heal, but it doesn't matter. Kramer's there for the follow-up. Gets the kill. Now Core JJ.
I figure just fine as bot lane. We do see Push-Up Barrage stop, but
Kramer
here's
just
Spirit.
that one straight in. Ruler going to get popped on the backside right as Spirit comes in. Core JJ manages to stay alive yet again. Has to use his flash, but that's going to be 2 deaths now for Ruler. Afrika keep pushing the pedal here, trying to just speed up the game.
Yeah, definitely.
Still going to be a step in the right direction. Can help him contain and control this lane a little bit more here. Is Spirit hunting in for Crown. Flash away. Keep him safe, but not from that one. Tucson wraps around the back. Cannon Barrage comes down. He gets stunned up, and Crown, he just gets popped. Kuro finds the kill, goes in for the charge looking for Haru, but he's got the stopwatch to keep himself safe. But now the mid lane blown wide open, and it's going to be a 4-man roam coming through here as they try to knock this down for first brick.
Because I love the map play here from Afrika. They had a control ward through the river. He thought he was out of dodge by flashing, but there's the Alistar. The mid lane turret is so super low. The Zoe laning phase is going to be ended very soon.
Pop up there on the Kramer, the Glacial Fissure, but they can't follow up with the concussive blow, so he'll be quite all right. Crown just now going to be respawning, has the TP. If he wants to go down perhaps to the bottom lane and just let his AD and support sit in mid. Seems like they're just going to go ahead and reset things, but mid lane turret taken massively ahead given the parlay and the Kleptomancy.
No doubt.
And here we go, Spirit jumping in on top of Crown. Galio coming in. Haru is here to back up.
Oh!
They're surrounded. Oh boy, Spirit just gets annihilated. Crown, Portal jumps in, Portal jumps back. Wind's not there. Battlestar a little bit too early. Barrage not going to find Crown, and Haru might be able to finish it up, but oh, from downtown. Here comes a true shot Barrage, and Kramer will finish him off.
Oh, that was hilarious. Had done so much work, even paddle jumped away from, portal jumped, I should say, away from the damage on the Q, and then there was nowhere for him to go. Dies anyway from downtown. Bad luck Crown. It's a new meme that's grown in that particular scenario. Trinity Force Jacks, though, pretty good at killing turrets.
Yeah, As it turns out, he will chunk that one down, so take another look at this.
Crown does absolutely everything he can. Flashes away, hits the paddle star, surprising burst, gets the kill. And then so many ways he can go down. This is a Leandri's Galio. The full ticks of his Q would have killed Crown. He can't go back. But there's Ezreal around the Baron buff. Boop. Bisects the angles there. Some great geometry coming through from the Ezreal. In bot side.
I mean, he's been so elusive. QV just actually can't hit him with a boomerang, so he's not getting the hyper proc trades.
He's got a Phantom Dancer too, so he's ready to battle this.
Here we go. Ruler getting jumped on. No hope whatsoever. Kill credit actually going over to Keen. Participating from the bottom lane. Ruler way too far forward. Without that,
feels like it's happening in a different game than what was happening in mid lane, because it's a short lane bot side. Both outer turrets are up. And this Gangplank and Nara doing not much, which suits the Gangplank, who's very close to a 6-item build.
This is such a weird game.
It feels like these two people are playing a custom game while we're playing a 4v4 team game.
Oh, here we go. QV going big. Stairs Gage gonna get Popkeen going low. Has the orange. Beautiful stopwatch. Denies the Gnarl. And now QV has overstepped. Spirit arriving. Will get whopped. Kuro coming in from the side. They jump in. They lock him up. And he is gonna go down mid-leap. Perfectly played by Keen.
And just greedy from QV. He just had a rush of blood to the head. He said, well, the inhibitor's down. Made very few mistakes over the course of 2 40-minute games.
Yep.
That you kind of get worried if you're KSV, and you kind of get excited if you're a Freaka.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to hold that thought. Actually, Glacial Fisher coming through off the backside of that. But Pulverize engage. Kramer has been taken rather low. Pro now here to do body block for the Ezreal. So he goes ahead and gets healed right back up.
Able to push out mid lane, but Ruler there solo doing it means they don't have much coverage on Baron. That Baron started.
Yep. Go ahead, start this one up. Haru does have the GA. Might need to try to hop in, but almost certainly would get taken out.
Really
going to try to gate this one out. Yeah, beautiful by him. And might even be able to walk away with his life as the rest of the team comes and backs him up. But no, not quite going to happen. Now Chain of Corruption catches in onto Kramer. Jumps away with the Arcane Shift. Cannon Barrage slowing up the rest of the members of KSV. So not going to be able to find the kill there onto the Ezreal. QV, a consolation prize because he fought quite a bit of damage.
5 items onto the Zoe, means she cannot be trifled with.
Can Crown pull off one hell of a turnaround? It looks like it's going to be a Freaka looking for the engage. Susan looking for Crown, can't quite get her as he jumps away with a flash. Susan going low, pops the ultimate, staying alive in the fight for the moment. It seems like Haru is going to be the one trying to get in here and lock him down. Counter-Strike goes in, finds the double stun, trying to finish off Keen. Goes low, will get the pop on the GA. Now Kuro going in. Hero's entrance, gets the knockup but can't get the finish. Goes in, Justice Punch, does actually manage to finish off Ruler. But so far, it's going to be a 2-for-1 in favor of KSV as they try to hold on. Crown skirting around the outside of the fight with a portal jump, trying to lock down onto this Galio. Will be able to do so, will be able to get the kill. And suddenly, KSV have a way back in here, potentially.
Yeah, team fight victory for KSV. Haru monstered this fight, just rushing straight in. There was nothing Kramer could do. Jax used to always be the champion in the late game, ran at the enemy AD carry and they could do nothing. This was an initiation from the side of the Afrika Bricks. Nice flash from Crown, stops the Buffet headbutt Pulverize from hitting. But watch Haru, who just runs at Kramer, and even with 2 people peeling for him, there's nothing they can do. He turns on to Alistair, who had already ulted earlier. Still, Haru is going. He gets popped out of the Guardian Angel. They have to turn on to Kramer, try to peel for him. But they can't peel Haru and also the other threats. The Gangplank dies for free in the backline. The hopes and dreams of a Game 3 are not gone completely. Crown makes the ultimate there. The portal jump looked like an escape summoner, and we're back to fighting.
We're going straight into a fight at the Elder Dragon. Spirit goes in, finds Crown. Maybe everything that KSV just pulled up is undone. Freak up moving back over. We'll get the Elder Dragon. TP coming through from Kuro. Minion wave at the top inner turret will have to be answered, but now Afrika. They go back in, they get rid of that zone. Sleepy Trouble Bubble there onto Tucson. See how much damage he can take. Quite a bit is going to be the answer. Spirit goes in by himself, has to jump out of there. Here's entrance coming through. Wasted from Kuro. A lot of stuff going down there. Kuro's now going to get jumped on. Concussive blows coming through. They're going to be turning all in onto the Galio to try to finish him off. He goes back in with the Justice Punch. Crowd very low in the back line. Can they finish him off? Knockback from the Gnar on the Tucson. Stops him. Spirit goes in, tries to finish him off. He's one hit from dead. He manages to get him as the GA gets popped. He now coming over the wall, trying to offer up his services to help keep Spear alive, and Kramer has gotten rid of Haru. This could be it, but Ruler manages to get rid of Tucson.
It's a freakish fight, but they're not actually able to get the fourth or the third member and close out the game. They trade up. It's still a 2-for-1. Baron spawns in 25.
Down, Ruler chunked down so low from the barrel. Has to just go back to the fountain in all likelihood. Juve up here in the front line. Just as Punch comes in, he gets deleted. Turret's down, inhibitor exposed, and Afrika looking to win the game right here. Haru has to flash away. Keen goes in the chase. He's still got the Guardian Angel. Gunsupposed will lock him up, but he's still going to be fine. Finishes off the inhib. All three broken here. And Afrika don't want to overstay their welcome. Even with Juve taken out, they will go ahead and peel back.
Even the most reliable members of KSV are getting targeted this series. Ambition subbed out after game 1. Haru preferred to him in the jungle in game. It feels like the rock, paper, scissors has been won by Afrika Freaks 2 games in a row. First game of Zoe for Kuro completely outdoes the Azir from Crown, and then Crown picks away the Zoe and gets counterpicked by one of Kuro's old favorites in the Galio, what we can see does very, very competitively against the Zoe. And speaking of that Galio, he's there, and they want to end the game.
He's just charging from above mid. Inhibitor has respawned. They'll go ahead and finish that off. That one off quickly as Tucson goes in, gets the pop-up onto Crown, who goes golden immediately. Kuro here waiting for the taunt, finds multiple members. The kills have not yet come in. They're looking for Crown. They finish him off. Spirit finds the kill yet again. Haru jumping in, tries to get on top of Kramer, but he kites his way back with the arcane
free
chip,
hitting.
firing away, trying to finish off Haru, but he can't quite get it, and that's actually going to be a fight for KSV. 3 members dead on the side of Afrika, only for Crown.
Threat on everyone except Ruler, who is 6 items. I see you holding on to your head there, Achilles. We're no closer.
Well caught up in the cannon barrage. It's chunked out. A lot of damage in onto the lower Nexus turret here. Haven't finished it off yet.
Get a big chunk on it this time, though, Achilles.
Kramer will be able to finish it off, but Polterite goes in. Ruler chunked out, has to kite his way back, trying to stay alive. The lifesteal, we might actually see the finish of this game here, just beyond the 70-minute mark. Tucson just front-lining. Turret getting ripped apart. The Nexus has been exposed. Tucson goes in deep. Keen up in the front line, trying to chunk this down. He's got the Guardian Angel, but he has to flash away. Meanwhile, in the back, Kramer gets taken out. Haru finds the kill. Can they pull it off?
So low!
Afrika Freaks trying to get the hits, and it's just Kuro on the backside. He's so tanky as a Galio. A couple more hits. Can he get it? No! He hasn't got it! They hold it off. 70 minutes, 40 seconds. Are you kidding me, KSV? They live to fight another day!
Somehow, it's even closer than with SKT versus Jin Air. An auto attack away from the Kazakhs to end the game. With the long death timers, KSV, they're 5-man strong. How far can they get, Achilles?
55 seconds
they could
on
win.
Kuro. They might be able to take this all the way to game 3, Papa Smithy. The flash is coming through.
Just to
trying to close the distance to the turret as quickly as they can. The TP coming through from QV from Crown. Turret goes down. 25 seconds on Kramer. I think they have it as well, Papa Smith.
Yeah, they do.
Joining them in. KSV are going to take us to game 3. We're going to be casting games all the way through to your birthday, Papa Smithy, because good God, what a comeback. KSV pull that one out of their asses, and they tie up the series 1-1.
Just crazy scenes here at the E Stadium. It got so close. People wondered, watching back, that match between SKT and Jin Air. What if SKT bum rush the Nexus? We get that shown right here. It does not work, but it's oh so close. Everyone will watch the replay and agonize over whether they should have been auto-attacking a champion or auto-attacking the Nexus. No one knows for sure without a replay, but we know that KSV are not smiling.